Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about triple digit addition. For those of you that have watched my previous video on double digit addition, you will find that this is very similar. However, there are three columns. For example, you have 235 adding 432. Alright, before we attempt this, just like the previous video, I'm going to remind you of the different columns we need. So on the very right side, we always have the units. Then after the units comes the tens. And after the tens, we have the hundreds. Okay, so we've got over here hundreds, tens, and units. Alright, so let's begin. We always begin with the unit side, as I always say. So let's start. Let's have 5 add 2, and what do you get? A 7. Then move on to the tens. 3 adding 3, we get a 6. Then we go back to the hundreds. 2 adding 4, we get a 6. So our final answer here is 667. So just in case you didn't get this, I'm going to do it a few more times so that you have this very clear. So let's move on to another section. Okay. So let's begin. So the next one we will have 323 adding 155. Just in case you would like to try, I give you 12 seconds so that you can try this on your own, and then we'll move forward. Alright, for those of you that got it, let's check your answers. And for those of you that did not get it, let me explain how this is done. On the right side, you have the units. On the middle side, you have the tens. And the final column on the left gives you the hundreds section. Alright, so let's begin. Always start with the unit side. So we start with 3 adding 5. You get a 8. Then you got 2 adding 5. You get 7. And then you have 3 adding 1, and you get a 4. So that's our final answer, 478, which means 478. All right? So let's try one final time to reconfirm your understanding. Okay, we're going to do one more. So for example, you have 233 adding 421. So I'm going to remind you, you have the unit section, then you have the tens section, and then you have the hundreds. Which one do you start first? That's correct. We always start with the units. 3 adding 1 gives me a 4. Then 3 adding 2 gives me a 5. And then finally 2 adding 4 gives me a 6. So the final answer here is 654, which gives me a 654. All right? here you are. I hope you got this very nice and clear. I would be open to more questions in the comments. Please feel free to question. I hope you had a very clear understanding and hope you liked my video. Thank you.